Hi, I saw the film called Perfect Days. This is 2023 film and Japanese film, I think. But it's directed by Wim Wenders, the German director. And how this movie came about, and it's about this public toilet cleaning worker uh, played by Koji, and he cleaned this public toilets. And why this public toilet is a main theme there? That's in Tokyo. But it turns out, I think initially Wim Wenders was invited to do some short documentary or something about public toilet systems. I think near Shibuya maybe, but he himself. So why am I interested in toilets? But it turns out these toilets are designed by very famous architects and well-known designers or whatever. So it is like a project to, I don't know, promote Tokyo probably, and also promote these toilets around that area, which is like eye-opening. And some of them are like if nobody's there, nobody inside the toilet, nobody's there, you can see through from outside, you can see everything. But if somebody goes in there and lock the door, then all of a sudden all the window turns, I think electronically, I think it turned this shutter curtain, which is like nobody can see from outside. So that's one toilet, and the other toilet I saw in a movie is like a kids park, near kids park, so that the kids can go in there and also not get scared or anything. It's more friendly type of toilets and so forth. And but most of them are very modern looking toilets, and I think that's why I think the city of Tokyo try to kind of promote that particular project. But it turns out, I think Wim Wenders kind of got this idea rather than making this short documentary film, rather that he wants to make a feature film. And so that's where this Perfect Days came about. So the stories and screenplay is all him and other Japanese guy, I don't remember the name. And but it's mostly, I would say, this Wim Wenders photographer as well. So on set, I kind of mesmerized how he shoot the frame by frame in the movie. That beautiful the color contrast and the composition and the detail of the city of Tokyo, nighttime, daytime, morning time. And so this particular story revolve around this guy who is in my personal impression is that he is a little bit probably had some kind of incidents in the past, trauma maybe. So he decided to quit his job and decided to do this public toilet cleaning job. And that particular thing, it's not known through the movie why that is and what happened. But I don't think that's not the main focus there. And the thing is that in my mind, he became a little bit like tediously quiet. I think in the first part of the movie, he kind of he goes around the toilet systems and clean the toilet by himself, and there's no interaction with the other people or conversations, even though there's co-workers there too. But there's no much, this guy, younger guy who is a little bit, not so good worker, but he tried to speak with him, but Yakusyo Koji would not speak that much. So that's a little bit I felt, uh, yeah, a little bit strange. Maybe he was affected psychologically, something from the past events. Uh, but also the movie depicts not only his work, his hobby. I think mainly his photography, the still photo, and taking picture black and white mostly, and yeah, keep all the photos in the very very organized fashion in the canister containers or whatever, and so it is very uh, like a curious situation where why the audience start to wonder why this guy is doing that, why this guy is became this particular worker, which is not that comfortable for common people to become a toilet cleaning job, but he kind of really enjoys being in that particular job and clean it meticulously, and so you see them every detail of his cleaning, and but those details that they're showing this he himself trying to clean repetitively, they're doing the same thing, but it's very very captivating, interesting to see how he cleans and what he's cleaning. And so that's one thing that I kind of mesmerized to see that's probably under the like atmosphere of the city of Tokyo. City of Tokyo become like a very popular tourist attraction there lately, like last couple of years. So if you see those things there, if you're interested in Japan, for example, I think this movie will give you tremendously fun watching, because the quality of this film, shooting the Tokyo streets and the day and night, are beautiful. It's not because of the sights are beautiful, but because of the way this director shoots those scenes there, very artistically well composed, and as well as the color contrast. All these things I really enjoyed it, and so for common moviegoers, um, you think that's kind of a boring. You think that, well, why do you have to see those process of cleaning of the toilet? But when you see it in the film, it's so interesting and so captivating. So no worry about that. But I think most of it, in my opinions, I think you see here and there the people depicted there. Each individual people has something very strong persona, strong characters to reveal or tell you something about this particular person. and that's very, very interesting. And I think most of the time people are very, very warm and friendly type of people, and nobody is like hostile or fighting or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of nice. And so I really felt like the he meets this the various people among them. Is like he doesn't speak to them. They just happen to be there, like sitting next bench over in the park where he's having lunch. So he see every time he goes there, he see this young lady sitting over the bench. But just eye kind of meet each other, but no conversations, anything between them. And those meeting, and also he observed some guys, probably homeless type of person, doing some kind of antics in the park or whatever. Uh, he care about him, even though he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know anything about him. Never talk to him or anything. And also this bar, uh, the snack bar madam, who happened to be the beautiful woman, and I think he fell in love with her, and so he goes there quite often to eat or to drink. And so madam side also kind of attracted to Koji's character, and so that's a very nice relationship there. And then there is this madam's uh, madam is divorced now, but this former husband shows up, and also he kind of shows a little bit about her past and so forth. And so those tiny bits of pieces of information coming through the screen, and you kind of enjoy that particular small bits of stories or small bits of characters presentation. So, but the other movie is just all nothing more, uh, you know, developed story-wise. He remains very quiet. He remains a little bit talking when he got this his sister's daughter visits him, and they have a nice relationship, the young lady and himself. And but then again, it's you don't know what's really going on there, and what his past. Audience by then are very much curious about what happened, why he became a toilet cleaner, and why he was living in an apartment alone at the age of maybe 40 or 50-ish already. And so you kind of wonder, but nothing reveals that much. But you started to kind of care about him because of his demeanor, the way he enjoyed the books and enjoyed the music. But all these things are pretty much for today's standard. It's not that popular activities, right? Because today people use computers and cell phone especially, and enjoy those. So he portrayed the person who lives in the past, as far as his taste of music and his taste of activities. And so somewhat I would say he stopped I don't know, exploring the new technology. he stopped trying to develop a new friendship with someone. All of a sudden, I think he stopped all these things, and he kind of resigned to the position where those small things makes him very, very happy. And those small things is pretty much like the thing that he enjoyed in the past, and so it's not like a very intelligent people who are trying to stay young or anything like that. It's like something happened and he stopped more or less investing his energy to like a future hobbies or future fun. He remained in the past, and so that part I think kind of interesting. But as the movie goes toward the end, um, he showed a little bit emotion, and especially the last ending, he kind of tears comes out from his eyes, and that means he all of a sudden becoming a little bit nostalgic or sad or maybe happy, or something happened at the end, and but we have no idea what happened. So I would mesmerized about this particular movie because I wanted to see it when it came out, and I was hoping that I was that's like Academy Award time, like this early February, January, February time this year. I was trying to get tickets when it comes around to the nearby theaters. So I was hoping, and the theater itself saying that, oh, this Perfect Days is coming to the theater soon, but it never came to the theater. So I had no idea. It's a multiplex AMC theater chain. It never came to the AMC. I have to wait until now for the first time, but the Disney Plus has this particular movies. So luckily we have Disney Plus. So I was able to see it last night. And so yeah, it is kind of I think it was nominated for the Academy Foreign Film, but competing with the Zone of Interest, for example, so it lost to the Zone of Interest at the Best Foreign Films. But I think for nomination itself, I think it's something. I'll tell you, it's a good film. In the Cannes Film Festival, Yakusyo Koji got the best male actors in the Cannes Film Festival. So that will tell you Yakusyo Koji's the other actor in that movie was great. Yakusyo Koji also was requested by the Wim Wenders. He had a choice of many actors, Japanese actors, but he has to choose. He would like to choose Yakusyo Koji. He saw one like holiday time with the family, what movie we should watch, and he picked up this movie called Shall We Dance. And this Shall We Dance is a wonderful movie. Yakusyo Koji playing this maybe late 30s husband who decided to go ballroom dancing, training or teaching, being taught how to dance, ballroom dancing. And that's a wonderful film. Also, later, Richard Gere did the remake of the Shall We Dance. Probably you can see both, but I think original Japanese one is very, very good, very well made. So that Shall We Dance. And but Wim Wenders also has like two films I can think of that I really, really liked. one is called Paris, Texas. Paris, Texas is the story about this drifters going to Paris, which is in Texas. There's a small town called Paris. So the film name is the Paris, Texas. But it's kind of a small town of Texas with nothing there around, and but this former wife, played by Natasha Kinski, was there, and also Dean Stockwell. Dean Stockwell performance I really loved. He is the I think a brother of this guy. I forgot this main actor's name, but Dean Stockwell played his brother, and he was very good, and I really loved him in there. So I liked Paris, Texas, and this particular screenplay was made by Sam Shepard, and I think that's how I really loved the screenplays. The conversation is more or less like a play. You feel like you are watching the play or something, and that's one of the reasons I really loved that particular movie. And I think a couple of years after that, he made also a German film called Wings of Desire. This is Bruno Ganz in it, and he plays a character of angel. So he looked from this, heaven, right? Looking down this earth, Berlin, and see people, kind of suffering alone, whatever. So he kind of tried to kind of cast some kind of a hope to these people who are not so happy living in there. And that's also a very wonderful film. And those two films I kind of remember by Wim Wenders. But I think there's another lots of films there too, but not doesn't come to my mind that much. And so yeah, I think for Wim Wenders fan and Yakusyo Koji fan, and I don't know, this type of filmmaking, probably more or less like a not commercialized filmmaking. It's more or less like independent, artistic, I would say artistic filmmaking. So I think you will enjoy that. And but even though if you don't feel that way, if you don't have any notions of artistic movies or anything like that, but still you can enjoy because of the story itself is captivating, even though it's nothing happened there, but still very emotional and very I think like a moving experience. You see the small characters, interactions, and small incidents happen, and all these things is big net, right? Very nice. So I would recommend you guys want to see this movie called The Perfect Days, and hopefully it's gonna be available at the library or some the movie sites probably. But today I was looking at the YouTube, for example. YouTube, if you look for it, there's a whole movies there. Whole movies there, but you have to be patient. It could be description is the more or less like some other language than English, I would say, like a Spanish or maybe something like that. But the whole movie is on YouTube. So if you are patient enough, you can find it. Yeah. So that's Perfect Days, directed by Wim Wenders. Okay.